The term savage out of our group came from Jake Paul.
That's a fact.
He did not care. I'll never forget this. How I knew Jake Paul is either a hypnotist or he's the luckiest dude I've ever met in my life. We get in the car and so he starts asking me questions. So the joke was like, he asked me crazy questions while driving crazy, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, I slammed my head against this window 4 times.
Unconscious.
Oh my God, he was doing donuts in the middle of an intersection, like crazy, going on the other side of the traffic, flying. And I go, oh my God, this guy's a psychopath. Like, no, I can't be like this.
Welcome into the podcast, episode 9 of Livin Large. Going to be doing this podcast episode a little bit different this week. You guys can catch it on CastBox as usual at 6 a.m. and then on my YouTube channel, followed at a noon post time with the video form. This week's guests, plural, I have Kylie Ray and I have George Janko. You guys have both been on the show solo.
What's up?
But you guys are now on it together. We're going to do a little talk this time instead of an interview.
It's like a roommate talk.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Not one of those again.
It's a
Well, that is actually very interesting. We just did have a roommate talk. You know, we've been having some things going on around the house. How was that for you, George?
I'm really good at confronting people.
Which I'm terrible at.
I mean, like, I know how to hold my, because I'm very, very understanding. So I never attack. I'm very understanding. I get it. So like I come at it with like, unless I get ganged up on, which you guys saw.
That's
like,
why I laughed.
yeah, if I
like,
get ganged
okay.
up on, it's like, yo, fuck this. I'm swinging. Like, I grew up that way though. It's very
But not me
Italian
because
style.
I'm a girl.
What about you, Kylie? How did you feel about, getting things off our chest, what we wanted differently from our roommates?
I mean, I wasn't a part of the conversation, so it went solid for me. I didn't have to do any work.
That's Kylie. She doesn't breathe when she talks.
Anyways, let's start off with some YouTube news. Since we're all YouTubers at heart, have you guys been keeping up to date with the Shane Dawson series on Jake Paul?
No.
What do you mean, no? You haven't.
Here's the
It's
thing.
all over YouTube. Millions of people.
I don't
Dude,
watch anyone but myself.
Oh, wow.
Since podcasts are going to be like super real, I'm going to be completely honest with you. You ready for this?
Yeah.
There's times, not all the time, maybe 1% out of 100, but there's sometimes.
I would hope that it was out of 100.
There's sometimes when I used to do like vlogs every single day.
Right.
That if I had to go to a meeting or I had to go to work or had to go on set,
I already know what
whatever,
you're gonna say. You didn't even watch your own vlog.
I didn't even watch my own vlog. I would vlog it and tell my editor this is exactly how I need it. I trust you.
There's
And that was
plenty of
always
times
the time
Mark
I
would
was
call you.
disappointed.
Mark would call you and be like, bro, this
what's up with this? I'm like,
Even I watch your vlogs. I as a YouTuber, I like to watch other YouTubers to get ideas, to see what all.
to steal ideas.
No. To see what all is going on in the space. But basically, all you know, Jake Paul. George, you know him more so than Kylie. Kylie, you've run into him a few times. You don't really know him, right?
I honestly don't even think I ran into him.
You never even met him, have you?
No.
Really?
Wow.
I like kind of Jake Paul, Logan Paul were 2 of my closest friends when I was in California. Me and Jake would literally play Frisbee in the middle of the night because we had nothing to do. All we did is shoot vines. So in the nighttime, we didn't edit vines. Right? They were like 2-second edits. So we had so much time on our hands, but we literally would do the most reckless things. The term savage out of our group came from Jake Paul.
That's a fact.
He did not care.
Well,
I remember, I'll tell you one thing about him, and I'll never forget this
fine,
ever.
fine.
Shh. This is a crazy story. I'll never forget this. How I knew Jake Paul is either a hypnotist or he's the luckiest dude I've ever met in my life. We're doing a podcast for him, actually, believe it or not. And it wasn't even like a podcast, but it was whatever, right? And he goes, dude, I'm going to ask you questions while I'm going to be driving recklessly in my car. And I go, I bet. Sounds good.
I bet.
So I was like, okay, sounds good. So we get in the car. Mind you guys, I'm a terrific actor. Thank you. So I think he's going to.
We all know this. You made me cry.
They don't know about that. So that seemed very, very off-putting on my end.
George is going to be uploading on his channel a prank compilation of the pranks he's done on Kylie, which you guys will see why he made her cry.
Yeah.
Thank you for the plug.
Yep,
Link in the description. Basically, we get in the car and so he starts asking me questions. So the joke was like, he asked me crazy questions while driving crazy, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, I slammed my head against this window 4 times.
Unconscious.
Oh my God, he was doing donuts in the middle of an intersection, like crazy, going on the other side of the traffic, flying. And I go, oh my God, this guy's a psychopath. Like, no, I can't be like this. Mind you, I'm not I'm not white. Let's be honest. I'm a Syrian. So when like people see me doing reckless shit, they're more suspicious that it's my fault. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is not going to end up great. Somehow I'm going to get in trouble. Dude, they shut the roads to block him like it was a car chase. Ready for this?
What?
Like a car chase. 6 SUV cops in front of me, maybe 8 behind me, coming out with guns.
When?
Bro, this is like 2 years ago.
Before
It was definitely
vlogs?
a long
Way before vlogs. Way before
was
vlogs.
before?
2 years ago.
For this freaking radio thing. He did radio things before like radio things were like a thing. So he literally puts his car parked. I'll never forget this. He turns to me, smiles like a psychopath and goes, "Don't say a word. I got it." And I go, "You're going to jail and I'm going to jail 100%. He goes, "Don't say anything. I got it." I thought this kid's an idiot. Like I literally thought when I met this kid, I was like, this kid's just an idiot. Smart. He knew shit about the police that I had no idea. He was like, this code, blah, blah, blah. This, you know those TV shows where like they pull over an attorney and the attorney knows his shit?
Yeah.
Bro. He gets out of the car. He's like, "I'm getting out of the car." He goes, "No, sir." I was like, "I'm getting out of the car." He gets out of the car. He goes, "Where's your superior?" And I go,
Superior?
As soon as he said that, I go, "Oh shit." I get in the car. He starts going crazy. "Do you guys have evidence that I was driving like this?" "No, but we have cars." No. I didn't ask that. I said, "Do you have evidence?" And he starts going and bashing these guys. And I'm like, I'm shook. I don't say a damn thing. I get out of the car and the guy points at me and goes, "Are you holding back evidence?" And I just go, "I'm not saying one word." Then they search his car while he was talking to him, which they weren't allowed to do.
Right.
They pull out a knife, a really freaking big knife. And I was like, first of all, why do you have that? Second of all, oh my God, there's a weapon in the car. I turn around, I'm like sweating profusely. I'm like, oh God, I'm going to jail. This is it. This is how I go to jail. Jake turns to the cop and calmly goes, "Sir, put that back. You have no right to be in my car. One more time you touch anything in my car, I'm taking you to court, sir. Back away from my car." So calmly. And the cop goes, no. He goes, no. Shh. "Do you have a warrant? Put my shit back and back the fuck away from my car." And the guy goes, "Okay." And he puts it back in his car. I was like, how the fuck is this happening right now? Dude, we got away. We literally just get back in the car and we drive off.
But now they know because you just told the story.
Well, I could, if they asked me, I could be like, "Oh, I made it up for this podcast."
But then you just admitted you made it up.
But just to add to the podcast.
Wow, that's a very interesting Jake Paul story that I've never heard before. But what you did say in there, you said you thought he was a psychopath. He's not a psychopath. A psychopath is a personality disorder characterized by persistent antisocial behavior, impaired empathy and remorse, and bold, disinhibited, and egotistical traits. It sometimes considered synonymous with sociopathy. So, this is interesting that you said that because...
So, Jake.
No, this is interesting that you said that because Shane Dawson's entire series right now is basically about him being a sociopath, not to be confused with psychopath.
Sociopath?
Yeah, and
that's when you don't understand like what a smile is and what like frown is.
There's
yeah?
just I don't know the exact definition. You'll have to watch the series, but
well, I know what a sociopath
you develop sociopathy or whatever. There's no empathy. There's certain characteristics, but there's been a lot of backlash on this series just because of the way he's editing it and manipulating the viewer to like feel a certain way. What do you like? He's making the viewer strongly feel that Jake is a sociopath without even getting to Jake yet, and he's supposed to be in episode 5 or something. There's been 3.
So here's the thing. I've seen Jake with my own eyes. He could be a piece of shit sometimes, but that's only because with my own eyes I've seen people that he's entrusted his own love.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And
Jake is very. Even when I liked Jake a lot when I first moved out here, like we were really tight, and then he obviously started his Team 10, started to get a lot more busy, and then
he had to build a team around him, and it's sad that he had to look at it as a business, but he didn't do it because he's a dick or he's trying to make money. He did that because he doesn't want to grow attachments. I've literally watched this man get destroyed by so many people that claim they loved him.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because he'll do
he's
everything.
been taken advantage of a lot.
Oh, like, but brutally.
Yeah.
To the point where like he probably does have issues, mental issues, where like people that is claimed, "Yo, I love you, I got your back, you'll never be hurt around me," are the ones that are pulling the trigger or stabbing the knife. And I've seen it, and that's why I have to go out of my way 1,010% for him, because let me put it this way, just one scenario, I'll never forget this. This is how I knew he's in need of somebody that's entrusting, you know? One time he was doing a brand deal, and he asked me to record this thing. And I had to drop what I was doing to come help him. And I was helping him videotape. And he Venmo'd me $500.
He used to Venmo me all the time.
Yeah. He
didn't even ask him to pay me.
Yeah. And I canceled the Venmo. And he goes, what are you doing? I'm paying you. I go, dude, I'm your friend. I'm not asking for money. I'm here because you need my help. I'm going to be here. And the way he looked at me was like he couldn't understand because he was so overwhelmed by Hollywood and how everybody was sucking the life out of him that it was like a breath of fresh air for him. And he just looked at me and he goes, thanks. And like it really hit him hard. And that's when I was like, fuck, dude, this kid needs somebody. Like this kid needs somebody by his side that it's like is not in it to win it type of thing.
Right.
And I feel like it's sad, but when you're on the top, and what she's a lot of the time is, people are going to want to be the king of the castle. And so they'll cut the legs from you, you know?
Yeah.
100%.
So when they call him a sociopath or a psychopath or all this shit, it's not fair. You haven't walked in the shoes that he's walked in.
Right.
It's not. He's not. He's
and
a
that's
sociopath.
what,
He's
that's what
building
I
a
wanted to
wall.
ask you. So Shane Dawson, he's been doing some controversial, like whatever, the Jeffree Star series, the Tana series, now the Jake series. Obviously, he's dipping himself into the controversy. What do you think of an outsider coming in and trying to, portray this image of this person?
I think it's very entertaining. It's an entertaining thought. Do I think he cares about the stuff he's interviewing? Fuck no. If it had no like revenue in his stream, he wouldn't be doing it.
Especially 5 parts.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, I got to disagree on that. And I think he's creating content. Like, he's putting a lot of work into this.
I'm not saying
obviously
he isn't.
you have to get paid.
I'm not saying he isn't, but if he would have gone about it in a way that was like maybe a little bit less exaggerated, people wouldn't watch
Absolutely.
it.
I think it's definitely...
It's stretched.
Yeah,
he's like a news anchor. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna stretch the shit out of stuff to make it last longer. Fucking 5 episodes.
8. There's supposed to be 8.
8 minutes. I could give you a definition of Jake Paul like 8 minutes tops. You know what I mean? Like
I feel you, but yeah, he's creating content. He's kind of manipulating.
And
the
all
viewer.
respect to him. I mean, like the dude was like, he's crushing it, and
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
everybody's talking about it. It's cool,
Yeah.
but I feel like if you're gonna bring that source of power, like. Hit him with facts. If the dude was like legitimately a sociopath and crazy and shit like that, do your homework, figure it out, and then then expose him. But
yeah,
like
we won't know until like he says Jake comes in part 5. So you have 4 parts without Jake. So it's just like Shane kind of
it's genius.
manipulating, in my
Mind.
opinion, and already tricking the viewer into this like. But we'll see.
Or I'm gonna call this shit.
Maybe he'll twist it and say Jake's not a sociopath.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he needed to stretch it out. So it was kind of like a thriller. You know what I mean? Like when you always think the dude's the bad guy, and the ending comes and you're like, oh, he's a good guy.
Right.
So like at the end of the day, I don't know what he's gonna do, but
Right.
I think if he is gonna end up being like, oh, by the way, this is what I really feel, and this is that blah blah blah. Like I heard he bring a psychiatrist on like one
Yeah.
of the shows. Like it's genius. It's very very genius. Also, he's hitting all the marks that people are terrified of bringing up in actual.
Oh, of course.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So when-
and he's taking the heat. Like, and I wanted to bring this up. So he tweeted 14 hours ago, taking a break from Twitter for a while. I'll let you guys know when the videos go up, and they're going to plan to go up. But besides that, I'm stepping away, and I'm not going to focus on making them. Or I'm going to focus on making them. Sorry. Part 4 on Wednesday, part 5 Friday. And then 11 hours later, he goes, you know what? Fuck it. For part 4, I'm going full tea. No censoring, no holding back, no worrying about pissed off people texting me. You guys wanted tea, and I'm going to bring the whole damn kettle. Grab onto your fucking mops. So a shift there in 12 hours. He was going to stay off Twitter. He was going to ignore the fact that people were reacting to his videos and just edit them without any manipulation in our words, like people like us. And then now what do you think of that? He's going full savage, full Jake Paul.
If you're gonna do it, you go 100%.
Absolutely.
I feel like 40,000
retweets on that
I
tweet.
don't think Shane Dawson's a bad guy.
No, not at all.
Zero. I don't think he is portraying Jake in a bad way. Mind you, I haven't seen it, so I really don't know. I'm just hearing what people told me. But if you're going to do something like this, balls to the wall, bro. Like you got the whole world watching. Fucking pull it off. Like
Kylie, what do you think? You've been quiet this whole time.
I'm just letting you guys talk. You guys do a lot of it. I mean, I watched the Tana one, and I thought it was really well made. But I can see how, like, I thought, and it's kind of like what you told me. Like, it's all in the edit, and it's
Absolutely,
crazy
yeah.
how
He's a great editor.
Yeah, it's crazy how you can say something and show like a small. It's like when someone tells you a story and then they get one word out of the story, and you're like, that's all you got from it, and they kind of take it. Or like in a reality show,
right.
when the person's talking about like, oh, did you see Susie? Jackie said she looked ugly, and like they just take the Jackie was ugly kind of part and like twist it. I feel like that's a lot of kind of what happens in an edit.
Absolutely. And even in Shane's thing, I was in it. Logan like shot a flamethrower at my face. Yeah, he hit me, but my reaction was exaggerated for the vlog, and he used that to make it seem like, oh, this kid harmed him. But like, granted, I was fucking pissed.
But also,
like,
he doesn't know that.
He doesn't, right? So why not ask people that do? Why not ask the person that got hit in the face? Why not, like, he reached out to some random ass YouTuber in the UK who like has studied Jake Paul, but he doesn't know Jake Paul.
I mean, at the end of the day, I just think it's all, like you said, for views. I mean, it goes back to why
He's a guy who studied Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Like, apparently.
Why I don't really watch anyone's YouTube. I feel like my whole career is social media, so I try and not spend my whole life every second on a social media platform. That's why I've been reading more, and that's why no, but like literally, like that's why I've been trying to read more. Or like I like watching movies. Like I don't want to be 24/7 on my phone, and I think that's what happens. A lot of people get sucked into these views and like doing things
happened to me, absolutely,
that are for views, and I think that's kind of just like what's going on here. He saw that it was doing really good on one of them, did really good, and so they're just keeping
but I think too it's cool.
But people love it, so it's like why not?
It's a shift in the platform, because the platform is, it was a prank. YouTube was pranks back in the day. Then it shifted into daily vlogs, and now he's kind of daily vlogs are down. The podcast, the longer form content's coming out. He's kind of making a shift, and he's showing that. Yeah, granted, it's not like the best shot. Like, there's no good microphone. Like, the audio's shit, and like, there's no color correction. But he's making it organic. He's changing the platform into.
Oh, really? It's raw like that?
Yeah, super raw. It's not like a full blown like
production
documentary. Like, everything has to be perfect. But he's definitely making a shift in the platform.
It's like a home
and I think
movie.
it's really cool. And it's obviously showcasing his talents. Great editor. I too am a great editor.
Talented.
Yeah, he's a good. And he seems like a genuine dude. He's just creating
editor.
content. Yeah, I'm a great editor. He's just creating content to entertain, just like Jake, just like Logan, just like all these controversial people. But that brings me. We'll get off the Shane Dawson topic. We got our clickbait. Let's go. I was scrolling through Twitter, and I found something very interesting. There's a article that came out. It's men reveal the 3 words they love to hear during sex. So we'll go from Shane Dawson and Jake Paul to the 3. What do you think the 3 words are, George? That men love to hear.
So the girl saying
it in your ear, whispering it in your ear.
A girl saying it in my ear?
Yeah. What do you think the most common one was?
What's your name? What's your name again? No. It would be. My most terrifying 3 words would be "don't pull out." That would be the most terrifying.
All right. Well, that's not the most.
The most sexy thing is. It better not be "who's your daddy." That's weird.
No.
I want to guess this.
Get a guess. You just guessed 3 times.
No, I'm saying this is what it now. Like, what would be the hottest thing a girl could tell me? You're the biggest?
That's one of them. Okay, so the top one is "please don't stop" was the favorite with 44% of the vote. Closely followed by 26% of the vote, "that feels good." And then it says, "we all know men are slightly obsessed with the size of their manhoods, so it's no surprise you're so big" was number 17% and coming in third. And then in fourth place,
who doesn't want to be lied to?
13% was "I love you."
Really?
I feel like for the women,
fuck that.
That would be the best one, right? I love you.
If you're in love and you hear that shit, it'd be great. If I'm not in love, I'm like, yo.
You're so big.
Yeah, that or like, or I don't know. I like it when a girl is super aggressive. So when she says some like random shit, it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm very ADD, so sometimes I lose attention shit. Like I'm in the game, but I'm not. Like if I'm in a room and I'm like looking at a guitar, I'm like, oh, I wonder what Ed Sheeran's doing right now. Not in a gay way, but like my ADD is like everywhere. Like, is he writing a song? Or if I look at it like a pillow, I'm like, oh, I wonder what Casper's making now. Like I'm very ADD.
Wait. Speaking of Casper, yo guys, I'm interrupting the podcast to let you know that this episode is brought to you by Casper Mattresses. I'm hooking you guys up with a $50 off code. All you have to do is go to casper.com/large and use the promo code LARGE at checkout, and you guys will get $50 off at select mattresses. Just check out the terms and conditions that apply. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping, so why not spend it comfortably? You know what I'm saying? It's a funny story. So I have a Casper mattress. My roommate has a Casper mattress. My girlfriend has a Casper mattress. I was in London last week, and my girlfriend had her friend sleep over, and she said that it was the best night of sleep she's had in a very, very long time. She slept through the night. She had no issues. I have a Casper pillow. They have pillows. They have blankets. They have 2 types of mattresses, the Wave and the Essential. And guys, no bullshit. This is one of the most comfy mattresses I've ever slept on ever since I've lived in Los Angeles. After I slept on an air mattress for a year in a closet, I've only had Casper mattresses, guys, and I gotta say, I sleep damn good every single night. Order the mattress, get $50 off, and if you don't like it, you could sleep on it for 100 days. That's a third of the year. Sleep on it for 100 days, risk-free trial, and if you don't like it, you could send it back. They got free shipping in the United States and Canada, free returns in the United States and Canada, guys. Over 20,000 reviews on the internet and given a 4.8 star overall rating. That's out of 5, so I'd say that's an A in school if you guys are all in school. Like I said, just head over to Casper.com/large and use the promo code LARGE for $50 off, and you can be sleeping just as good as me every single night. And the cool thing about it, guys, is you don't have to go to the store and like try out the mattress and then like ask a buddy like, hey, can I borrow your car, and then throw it in the truck or tie it down to the roof and then have to worry about it flying off on the highway. They literally deliver it to your door in a box. It's mind-boggling because when I got mine, I was like, what the hell? Like this just came in a box. It's like rolled up. They do this like airtight compression. You pull it out. You literally take off the airtightness, and then poof, it's ready to be slept on, guys. And like I said, guys, 100-day free trial, no hassles, no issues with the returns and whatnot. Casper.com/large. Use the code LARGE for $50 off, courtesy of moi. Back to the podcast. There you go.
I guess that was that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like sometimes in sex it's just so repetitive, and it's like so like whatever, that I need a girl to say some weird shit to me.
Like, what's in your closet?
Yeah, or like like something like
what's
crazy.
for dinner?
Like if she's like if like we're in the, I'm trying to say something like a pro, but I'm not trying to say say we're like this, and she's like, if she was like, yo, you get on your knees, I'm like, oh, okay, what the all right, that's weird. Okay, I'll go with it.
Oh man, but Kylie's uncomfortable.
I just don't like boring sex. It's like a thing. Like I don't you know what I mean? Like the missionary and just looking in the eyes, like, oh, you're so beautiful. All right, cool.
Kylie's still uncomfortable. Kylie, you want to put an input on this, or you want to skip to the next article?
Oh, Kylie, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Taking Mark out of the equation. Never mind. That could start a huge fight, and I live with you guys.
You can ask me.
No.
We'll ask it off the podcast.
Okay, cool.
So we don't put anybody on the spot because this is live action.
You know what? Actually,
Kylie.
I'm gonna ask. I'm just kidding.
So I asked George and Kylie also to look up an interesting article. Kylie, what do you got for us?
You just kicked me, dude.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyways, I was scrolling on Twitter today, and I saw an article that a father-to-be, it goes back to like doing things for views and whatnot. A father-to-be was doing like a gender reveal.
Yep.
And they put powder inside of like a target that was supposed to, like, if you hit it, it was supposed to be like blue or pink,
blow up,
depending on the baby.
Yep.
And they used a highly flammable powder that was legal, perfectly legal. And he shot it, and I guess it sparked, and it caught almost 47,000 acres on fire, and it costed the whole
Arizona government.
Get
it out, spit it out.
Like $8 million.
Wait, this is in Arizona?
Yeah,
I
bro.
gotta call my parents, see if they're okay.
It cost them $8 million, and he said that he made a terrible mistake. It was probably one of the worst days of his life, and I thought that was so insane. Like, could you imagine being born and being like, son, what was supposed to be the best day of my life was actually the worst day?
Your gender reveal cost me. He had to pay $200,000.
Yeah.
Stop.
Granted, he caused like 8 to 14 million. I can't remember what
It was
the number
8 million.
was. Yeah.
That's insane. Let me tell you something. If you were sitting there and you're like, I wonder if it's a boy or a girl, and then it came out like Satan and fire, yeah, that'd be a pretty bad day. Like, is it a boy or a girl? No, it's Lucifer. It just burned down the neighbor's dog.
What a terrible sequence of events. You're supposed to have like the best day of your
That's
life.
what I'm saying,
Reveal the
like-
baby.
Just
and
imagine
then,
going to bed that night, because he had to go to bed, yeah, like he slept.
Yeah.
But just imagine sleeping knowing
You just caused the
$8 million.
For your
and you
baby
burned
reveal.
47,000 acres. Wow,
But
that
I
is.
think the worst part is like when you're finally born and the kid is old enough and like you tell him the story and he's just like, what
Are
the
you kidding
fuck?
me? That day's he's done. That kid is no longer happy. As soon as they're like, it's a boy or a girl. He's like, I
Yeah,
don't
but think
give a
about the
fuck.
kid. He's gonna have
Yeah.
that story to tell like to his kids. He's gonna be like, yeah, when I was
My
born.
dad, I was cost like I costed $8 million or something. Like,
Okay, no one from that's
No one from
Texas.
Texas.
That's Texas. I
Okay.
keys them 8 days.
George, what's your article? What'd you read?
He doesn't read, so
I'm dyslexic.
he's dyslexic.
I listen to podcasts though.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, what did I read?
Did you already forget?
Your video
Oh,
that
yeah,
you've been on
thank you.
replay all day
No,
long.
no, we're not
Oh,
talking
no,
about
we're talking
that.
about
We're
the
talking about the girl.
62-year-old
yeah,
mom.
Oh, okay.
62-year-old woman. Listen to this, guys. There's a girl that wanted a baby, but they forbid sometimes they forbid it because they know it's in a dead end if you're a certain age. So I'm reading this article and this girl lies about her age. I don't know how she got away with this. Maybe she had like fake documents or something, but she lied about her age, and they planted a baby inside of her. The woman was 62 years old.
And she lied and said she was 50.
50.
How is that? Here's my first question.
She looks great.
Don't you hit menopause at 50? This girl's 62. How is she getting impregnated?
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, science.
What, you sounded like you were gonna say something.
I was gonna be like, yeah, but I really don't know anything about menopause. So
I never understood that. Like, and I don't know. Mind you, I'm just a stupid boy, so I hope no woman offends me. But
you mean you hope you don't offend any women?
that's what I meant. See what I mean? I'm a stupid boy. So here's the thing: like, if you're gonna get impregnated, yeah, it costs a lot of money to have somebody put.
It's insemination. It's like a test tube.
Yeah, it's very expensive. It's very
Is it?
yeah, extremely expensive.
I didn't know that.
And so what I'm thinking is
Why?
like, you're going to get impregnated. Why don't you just, meet a nice guy at the bar? Just tell him not
Because
to
she
pull
probably
out.
wanted to be a single mom or some
Well,
shit.
not only that, but she's 62. What if she couldn't find someone? What if she went 62
Listen,
years?
men are dogs. She can find somebody.
Yeah, but
men want to fuck, not always get someone impregnated.
Yeah, but
especially at 7, like, what's she gonna go after? A 60-year-old man? His
But the
stuff
reason-
probably is shooting blanks.
The reason why it's so bad to get pregnant so later on is because it could be very unhealthy for the baby.
And you can die.
But it's mainly for the baby
yeah, it's true. They don't want to
Why?
waste the baby.
because the baby.
Lack of nutrients.
Yeah, it's just like there's so many things that could go wrong in the baby.
You
Like
should have seen what happened to the baby when they did the gender reveal. It lit the whole world on fire. 47
could you
acres.
imagine is that? No, I've heard that's so crazy though. Like I've heard some like really crazy stories, somewhat along those lines. Like I know there's this one girl. And I read the article so long ago, so I don't remember how it ended. But I just remember that this girl was kind of like on the bigger side, and she always wanted babies. And she, I guess, lied to her husband and said she was pregnant. And it's so crazy because, like, your mind is so powerful, right? Like what you think it becomes. Like it's like that manifestation. Like you keep saying it, and like the world gives it to you. And I guess she genuinely really wanted to be pregnant, but she didn't. She was lying to her husband. She was going to these fake doctor's appointments. I swear you can.
Because I already know what happened. But go ahead.
What?
Yeah. Okay. So you're going into this whole like, she put it into the universe. No. Fuck no. What happened was the dude found out she was pregnant hypothetically. So he's like, fuck this. If she's pregnant, I'm busting in her every single night.
No. That's not the story. So she goes to these like fake doctor's appointments. She gets like a whole thing for like a room dedicated. They have like a gender reveal. They have a bridal or baby shower or whatever. She was lactating like a pregnant woman. And when she went into almost like labor, and when she was on her way to the hospital with her husband, the doctor goes in and then like goes out to the husband and was like, your wife's not pregnant. She was not pregnant the entire time.
But her
like,
body was?
But her body was giving signs because she was believing it so much. But like every doctor appointment she went to was fake. Like she was lying to her husband the whole time. I swear you can Google it.
How do you hide a baby bump?
Because she was already kind of like a bigger girl. So you couldn't really tell.
Well, that's.
So then what happened?
That was the end. Like,
So
That's
when she
the end of
was
the story?
going
They,
into
like-
getting labor.
yeah, the doctor came out and told her husband,
She
like,
actually
she's
in labor?
So wait,
No.
did her water break?
Well, that's the thing. I can't remember if her water broke, but I know she still had like a lot of symptoms. Like she was lactating from her boobs. Like I know that there was another symptom that she had. But yeah, like the doctor came out and was like, she's not pregnant. I don't know what's going on.
Imagine
here.
being lied to for 9 months.
And
Could you
maybe-
ever get with that, like trust that person and be with them?
I mean, I'd probably break up. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably be like, yo,
That's some next level
I
shit.
gotta break up because you're crazy.
Right.
But no, I love you. But you're crazy. You guys want to hear a cool story though? This is a happy story, not a weird.
I was gonna tell even like a gory story next.
No.
Okay.
See, I saw your face. I knew where it was going. So listen to this. So I was watching this. You know how they have like preachers that preach, but they also have a church in there.
Wait, preachers preach?
Yes.
Oh,
Mind
wow.
blown. Wow.
And I was gonna do a comeback, but
You're
I'm
right,
sick right now.
stupid boy.
Damn it, guys! You're so lucky I'm ill. I would have been
Yeah,
so fired up right
lucky.
now. But anyways, so a couple was in church, and they were having like a rough time because they wanted kids. They got married young, and they really wanted to start a family. That was their dream. And so they go to the doctor, and they go, "Is it her? Is it me? Because we've been trying, and it's not working." The doctor goes, "I have bad news. It's not even one of you. It's both of you. The girl can't get pregnant, and you're not producing." And the guy was shooting blanks, and so
And she was infertile too.
she was infertile. She could not have a baby. So even if she met another man that could give it to her, they had no symptoms of like having
At
a
least
kid.
they're in it together.
They're in it together, and they were crushed, so they were in church, and the priest was talking about how life is a gift from God. And they just started crying. And so afterwards, they went to him after. And they're like, why is God not letting us have kids? We want it. It's distilled in our heart. Why is it that he would give us this fire in our hearts but not give us? He goes, well, who said you guys couldn't? And he goes, well, we went and got tested. He goes, oh, by scientists. He goes, yeah, but they have like statistics. He goes, yeah, but do you have faith? And he goes, well, yeah, we believe. He's like, well, how much do you believe? Did you go shopping for the baby? And they're like, no, we're not pregnant. He goes, well, show God you're ready for a kid. And so they went shopping. They painted this whole guest room. They made it a kid's place, and they got all this carts and stuff like that. And behold, the girl got pregnant. She had kids. From that point on, she was allowed
From
to
the
have
same
kids.
guy or a different guy?
Different guy. I'm just kidding. No. I'm just kidding. That was so great. But no, yeah, they had kids, and then they actually brought, like a year later, they had like this reunion. That's how I knew about it, because they were talking about it. The kids were at the front. And they were both wearing like cute little outfits, and I guess it was like a yearly anniversary thing. But yeah, they had kids, man. So you gotta
That's so
really
cute.
believe. See, I really pray and believe that God will not impregnate one of the girls that I'm with, and these people are praying for the opposite. So I feel like I tell God, I pray really hard. I go, God, listen to me. Have somebody
When
else
she's saying
have my
you're-
blessing.
When she's saying you're so big, make sure she does not get pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, God, please. I know somebody out there wants kids. Just give that blessing somewhere else. I don't want to hear.
Speaking of kids, how many kids do you want?
Me?
Yeah.
At the moment, none. Zero. I don't even want to put it in the atmosphere. When people ask me that question, I go, I want 0 kids. But if I was in love, head over heels, and I saw a beautiful girl that I was like, yo, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, it would be like 2. I want 2. One shithead
I
that
feel like this has happened twice in your life already. You've said you wanted to spend the rest of your life with several people.
2 people.
Didn't work out.
Two very, very dysfunctional people. I'm not. Shoot. Can we cut that?
Nah, no one knows.
You just sang the harmony and the lyrics.
Lit.
Stop. Someone's gonna fucking.
New song by George Janko coming whenever.
No, I'm not. I'm about to freaking change it because you just sang the harmonies.
Maybe I'll block it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we just beep it out?
Yeah, I'll
can we
bleep it
beep
out.
it out?
Yeah, we can peep it out. We can do whatever we
Oh,
want.
hell yeah.
It's Livin Large. We can do whatever we want. Kylie, you got anything you want to say? How many kids you want?
Whoa.
She's like, well, I want 2. 1 boy, 1 girl. And then after that, I want 2 more. 1 boy, 1
Definitely
girl.
not. So I mean, I can't even have babies
You
for
can't
like
even?
another 5 years, 6 years.
Oh, your clock is ticking, honey. So I don't know how old you actually think
No,
you are.
I have like something inside of me that sounds really
Oh,
awkward and
all right.
uncomfortable.
Let's not get that personal.
But I
I want to know what this is because I need to give it to the next girl.
I think it's so funny. Okay, for one, to answer the question, I want to say like 3 or 4, and 2, that I think it's so funny that you guys talk about like sex and it's like chill and totally fine, and then it's like the second I'm like, yeah, I have something inside of me, it's like, okay, let's not talk about this. I'm uncomfortable.
Well,
I'm so uncomfortable.
Well, in our defense, we don't know what you're about to tell us. So
He so does. It's just
Yeah,
like
but
you-
it's just like it's a
What
little
is it, a
TMI.
plug?
So is saying what
right,
you
here's-
like to hear about having sex.
So
That
wait,
was an
oh my
article.
God, was this where the definition plug walk came from? This is just a bunch of girls with pregnant stuff and there's
Plug walk.
Wait, I don't get it.
Oh God.
I don't get it.
But
Kylie's favorite words.
I would say like 3 or 4. Fuck you.
Here's
guys.
my
3 or
question. Here's
4?
my question.
Yeah, I grew
George,
up with 2, one brother, and I want more. Like,
so
I want
here's
more
what I would
siblings.
say. So George says 2, Kylie says 3 or 4. I say I don't know because how do you know? How do you know what it's gonna be like having one child?
You don't, but you could still say, what do you want?
Yeah, that's like saying I don't know what kind of car I want, but you can still know what kind of car you want.
Yeah. Like, granted, yeah, like what I want is 3 or 4. Is that what I'm going to get?
Ha, no.
Probably not. I don't know.
Because here's my thing. Like after you have one, what if it's like, damn, that shit was hard. That shit's
Okay,
expensive.
so what about this? When you were going to LA, were you ever like, I want to live in a nice house. I want to be successful.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's my point. My goal is to have 3 or 4. So
Got it.
you
Okay.
can't go to LA and be like, if someone asks you, do you want to be successful? Well, I don't know. I don't know where the, do I want to
I'm just
be?
gonna throw some biological math at you. So you're saying you can't have it for another 5 years?
No,
and you
no,
want-
probably
She
like
can have
6.
it, yeah.
Like if I take it out, I can have it whenever I want.
yeah.
But for right now, probably like 6 or
so
7
you,
years.
okay, so 30.
What do you mean for right now? What do you mean you're leaving it in there?
Okay, let's talk about this at
Yeah,
home.
what? Yeah, I'm so confused.
So,
Is there like
basi-
a-
so
oh.
you're saying 30, 31 is the age you want to start having kids.
Kings.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
would say like 32.
Then that's 9
latest.
months per person.
Yeah.
So unless you're popping them out back to back to back to back.
Yeah, I'm already stressed. Let's not talk about this.
Yeah, I'm saying
You know
you
what's
have one
interesting?
kid.
I feel like nowadays my parents were married at like 21.
Yeah, we're gonna be old as fuck.
I think
It's
it's, living.
shifted.
I think no.
Not-
I think
my dad
I
was
think it's
35.
living.
so.
I think
Stop.
it's also living in
My dad's
Hollywood.
like 60 something years old.
My
but he-
dad's 60 something years old too.
Yeah, but we're lucky because our dads are like really hyper and in good shape.
I was the last child though. My sister's 30s, late 30s.
I was the last child too. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
so
oh
was I.
shit, you're right.
You're the first child.
I was the
But,
last
like, my parents were
child.
married
I was the
convi-
first child.
I'm almost 100.
I'm
Your
the
brother's
oldest?
older than you. That's why I
Yeah.
forgot. We're all the youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? Kylie just snorted into the mic.
That's really
also,
cool.
I was a mistake.
Yeah, that sucks. But it's cool. It's cool
In
because
the
my
gender reveal, they weren't even excited. They're like, "Fuck, do we got
it's
here?"
cool. My mom always told me, yeah, I used to want like 3 or 4 kids, and then I had you, and I was like, fuck that, I'm out.
Stop.
Swear on my life.
No, I was a cute ass kid. I just remember
It's
my
a good
sister-
thing that you were a mistake because
Yeah, Justin Bieber was a mistake.
wow.
See what he did?
Yeah, look what George did.
I did something. Listen, so like I guess my sister always tells me because she laughs because she was older because she was like 6 or 7 when it happened. My mom came downstairs and she goes, "George, I'm pregnant." And my dad just goes, "If you guys are not looking, I'm just staring." He was just super shocked. He was probably calculating. He was like, "What? How?"
We're gonna have to sell the house.
You know what my dad used to do to me growing up? No bullshit. He would do this
Hit
to
you
me.
in the ass with a paddle.
I mean, yeah, he beat the shit out of me. all the time. But no, they never beat me with a certain thing. They always played a game saying like what's near them. Whatever was near them, they threw at me. Like,
I feel like that's, yeah, I could
You
see
can't do that
happen.
now.
no, it's
No.
child abuse now. Now if you yell at your dog, it's child abuse. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on with the world?
We're a very
but-
sensitive world.
Yeah, no, I'm never raising my kids the way that they
Don't
people-
ever say that to me, bro.
No, never. You know why? Because all these people that are raising their kids, like, no, we don't. We use our inside voices, and we don't. Listen, they're
I
gonna
would
get a job.
backslap my child.
Oh, I'm.
You would not.
yes, I would. If my
Fight.
kid talked bad to me,
Fight right now.
We've
Fight.
talked about this. You're like, I'm going to be so loving. My child does no harm in the world.
No, dead
really, I
ass.
said my child would do no harm.
I'm just exaggerating it. Shane
I
Dawson
was
style.
like,
Dead ass.
Okay.
I knew. Mark knows how confident I am in fighting. He's seen me. The reason
He's a
why
little too confident.
I'm a little too confident. I've gotten in so many fights growing up, and the hilarious thing is, not one of them has ever hit me as hard as my dad has hit me. So like literally, my first fight ever was in the 8th grade, and they hit me, and I was like, dude, I get my ass beat at home way harder than this.
Yeah, that sounds
Speaking
so
of
bad.
George trying to pick fights, this story.
No,
we're
we
playing-
can't talk about
Wait,
this.
you also
No.
never answered the question. How
Okay.
many would you want?
We can't talk about this. I told you. I
That's
said
why
I don't know.
But you didn't know whether or not you wanted to be successful or not?
I don't think about how many kids I want.
He doesn't even know who he's gonna marry.
I no, 100%. I'm right there with you. So.
Oh, this is
That's
me.
a
I
tough-
stir up so much shit in the house.
George, that's the thing about living with George
I
and being in a
stir up.
relationship. George is just like, you gonna let him talk to you like that?
Here's the thing. I'm looking straight at the camera when I say this. When I moved in, I was such a gentleman. Like when I would only bring a lady friend over when Kylie was sound asleep, when Mark was sound asleep. I never was disrespectful because I didn't want to put any tension on the relationship. But as soon as I still kept getting the fire out of my ass for their fighting, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Every man for themselves, and I'm ammunitioning them. Means my own term, giving them ammo. So when she comes up, she's like, yo, am I losing my mind or blah, 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 blah? And I go, no, girlfriend, you are not losing your mind. Fuck
You
that
become
guy.
her best friend. That's the hardest thing because me and Kylie are like, George is our best friend. So like whenever I have relationship advice, I ask George for whatever fucking reason because he's not in a relationship and all of his relationships have failed. And then
Thank
Kylie
you.
also asks him. And I
It's
feel
okay.
like
He's in the same boat right now.
I feel like it's not fair.
I was a good boyfriend though. Kylie could vouch for me.
You were a good boyfriend,
I
but
was.
you were
I just chose wrong.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like I was very blind.
There
Like,
was
I
no
treated her like
signs at all.
yeah, everybody around me saw it, but like I didn't. And here's the thing: you live and you learn.
There you go.
Too bad she killed me.
Livin Large. You live and you learn.
You know what? I'm saying her name.
No.
I'm just kidding.
We're not gonna get too personal on the
Nah,
podcast.
not too personal, Shane. Sorry, what was your name?
Why'd you say Shane?
Isn't it Shane
Shane
Dawson?
Dawson.
Oh, because he's getting personal.
Yeah.
He's spilling the tea.
He's spilling. You know, the first time I heard that was a bunch of 8th graders next to me at cheesecake, and she literally turns to me, she's like, "Don't mind us, we're spilling tea." And I swear to God, I looked on the ground and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
It's like a new term, right? Like
Yeah.
drama,
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
just letting
Spilling
it all out.
tea.
It's
Yeah.
like when people started to say like,
I think that's been an old.
It's an old reference that's coming back.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other
Because
Because
one?
it's like when you sit down, it's like spill the tea.
What is Stan? Like I stand that guy.
I can't
I don't
stand
know.
him.
I don't
I've
know.
never heard that before.
I think we're getting old.
Maybe.
No, you know how I know we are, bro? I was at Warwick Wednesday, free promotion. And there were so many beautiful girls around me, and there were so many bottles being popped, and so many Rolexes being shown off, and I literally go, why the fuck am I here right now? It's so loud. I knew I'm getting old when I'm like, God bless, it's so loud in here.
You know when you know you're getting old? Well, I'm the youngest one here, and next week, this is my last podcast as a 24-year-old. I'm
I'm
turning
breaking
25.
records, bro. Every time I'm here, there's always something last.
Yeah.
God,
What do you guys
I'm the
think-
oldest. This
Stop
is
breathing like that
stressful.
in the mic.
What do you guys think of me turning 25?
Well, I don't really know because I'm 26, so I don't really care that
What
you're
was it like
turning-
when you turned 25?
It was
Oh, that was a long
miserable.
time ago.
Miserable?
I know, it was.
You got to rent a car.
So I'm going to throw out
I'm
some
sorry,
facts.
what?
That's what when you turn 25, you can rent a car.
I rented a car when I
You
was
have
24.
a Range Rover. What the hell are you renting?
What if I go to Mexico?
We rented
Yeah.
it when I was 24.
You were 25.
I was 24 because I had to pay a fine.
You have to be.
Oh, yeah, right.
Ooh. I know you have to be 25 in Arizona.
Why do I need to rent a car either way?
I don't know. That's the only exciting thing I know about 25.
Let me
It's
let me
so exciting.
I'm gonna throw
You're
out some
right. We are
facts that
getting
Mark
old.
doesn't even know about. So I wasn't here for Kylie's birthday.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. He
No,
left
pause.
He went to Miami Swim Week.
and claimed
Could you
it.
blame me?
Yeah, I can blame you.
It
Did
was
you
a
get
brand
any?
deal.
Did you get in? It
You're
was a,
such a liar.
I
you-
swear to
He
God.
was like, it's a brand deal. I need to go to Miami to take this photo. Bro, you took the photo at
At
home
home?
2 weeks later.
yeah, I mean, I still had to go.
I was gonna
This
say
is
that.
what
all right.
happened.
So what were we gonna say? Some facts that I didn't know.
Facts you don't know. So
He was about to not go to your birthday.
that's true.
Stop.
Did you
I got front row tickets to the McGregor
throw him
fight.
under the bus right now?
From who?
I'm not gonna say so you don't hate them. He's like, yo, you gotta come, blah blah blah.
I already know who.
And
You do?
Why do you have to show power like that? It's such a
You know
woman
who?
thing.
Yeah.
Who?
I'm not telling you.
I'm gonna sound like an owl the rest of this podcast.
But I'm just letting you know, bro. I sacrificed $50,000 tickets to come hang out with you on your birthday.
Oh, but you didn't sacrifice going to Miami Swim Week to go to my
No,
birthday.
if this was Miami Swim Week, there's no chance that I would be at his birthday party.
That's so fucked up.
Dude, Miami Swim Week.
Yeah.
We got Instagram models.
You know what? You know what sucks? My birthday is October 8th. That's not what sucks. So
It
it's
does
on a
suck.
Monday, which sucks.
'Cause you're a Capricorn.
So Saturday, October 6th,
Libra,
I decided,
even
hey,
worse.
I want to have a party,
You're
and I
Capricorn.
invite the first 8 people, and like 7 of them are out of town. One's in New York, 2 are in Chicago, one's going to Mexico, one's in Europe. Other people are in Vegas.
Yeah, about 6 out of the 10 I invited can't come either.
I'm just sitting here like, why the first weekend of October is everybody leaving LA? What is so special about this weekend?
Dude, you never heard about the first week of October?
Yeah,
No!
seriously. It's like, let's get out and
It's
do
like,
our own
it's
thing.
like, yo, let's bounce.
So, guys, if you're listening to the podcast.
By the way, just FYI, this is one of the best times to go to Hawaii. Maybe we just take a trip to Hawaii.
Johannes is in Hawaii with Amanda.
Yeah, what's up with that? She said happy early birthday. His birthday's nowhere near.
It's in like late October 20th or some shit.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? Yeah, hey, happy birthday, Johannes.
Anyways, guys, if
30
you're
more
listening
days.
to the podcast, comment down below if you would like to attend the birthday party. Maybe I'll invite a few fans in Los Angeles to come out.
As long as you're hot chicks.
And then George will show up. He won't skip out like he did on Kylie's.
I'm just kidding. You could be a hot dude and come.
Thanks.
But anyways,
Why'd you say thanks, Kylie?
maybe
Fine.
let's close on one thing. What do you? I just want to ask this question. What do you guys like to do to relieve stress? George, don't answer honestly.
Yeah, we all know what that is.
I don't know. You know, like play golf.
You're such a bad liar.
No, I like to stroke.
I want. Why do you sound like a Windex bottle?
Sorry, I'm cleaning the desk. No, what do I like to do for relaxation? Watch a movie.
Absolutely.
Watch Friends. Yeah.
I like to go on a drive by myself and listen to
Off
music.
a cliff. Listening to I cut my life into pieces.
All right. I was gonna hope that you guys all said Fortnite.
Oh, is that what you... Okay, let's do it
Oh,
again.
no,
Let's do it again.
that gives
And action.
adds stress.
Oh, Fortnite.
No.
Kylie,
No.
Kylie,
I wanted to talk
Kylie
today.
and
That
Mark
adds
not only
stress.
fight in real life, but they fight in
No,
virtual
because
reality.
It's fun because me and you go and we have a good time and we're like jumping off cliffs and then Mark comes in and he's like,
Dude, where
we
are
need
you guys?"
to win.
I'm
We need
competitive.
to win.
I wanna win.
What are you doing? Why are you going over there?
Oh, he gets so mad. Look, he's getting mad right now.
Listen.
And
Did it not feel good today when we caught 3 dubs?
Either way,
We
it's
caught 3 dubs?
It's
Yes.
so
Oh,
yeah,
funny
you're right.
because if he plays
It's the
with
most ever played.
if he plays with any other person, like you'll go off and you do your own thing, and he's always like, George, you always go off, you always start combat. No,
George-
let me finish. You always start shooting and never tell anyone. Meanwhile, we all 3 play together, and then all of a sudden, Mark's off doing his own thing.
Yeah,
I was mad.
There is no wrong
He
in
like-
his eyes. Like,
Because
his-
I can hold up my end of the deal.
Okay.
Mark would be like, why are you guys going off on your own? And then when he goes off, like, why are you guys not by me? I was like, what?
You guys need to follow
Or-
my lead.
or
I
And
am
then
the
he'll
leader.
fight somebody and then drop, and we're 10 miles away from him and go, where were you guys? Well,
That's not me.
He's
That's
like,
Peaks.
No, that's you.
I've never played with
That
Peaks.
is
That's
you.
Peaks. That is Peaks.
It's for sure you.
Kylie, we're gonna talk about this off the podcast.
Dude, you know it's funny? They will dead ass, no bullshit, I swear to God. They will literally have a fight, full blown, because of this shit. Like, you picked that up? I told you I was going to pick that up. Fine, here, take it. No, you have to cut wood. You know what?
What?
I'm muting you
Oh,
right now.
this is-
I don't remember the actual arguments, but you guys don't even act as if you guys have never fought.
Oh, we always yell at
I've
you.
Yeah,
heard you
but
guys
it's
turn
like-
off your PlayStations and walk away as if somebody just cheated. And I'm like, what is going on right now?
Fortnite is life.
Because he gets so mad.
What?
He really thinks Fortnite is life. I'm just here to have a good time.
Dude, breathe. Please, for the love of God. This is actually like, I'm here because of...
I don't get it.
All right. Anyways, guys, I actually really enjoyed this episode. It was like a roommate talk.
It was without Grady.
Yeah, he's
It's
got a
cool.
job at the
I
NFL Network.
was out of the last one, so it makes up for it.
Yeah, Grady's got a job at the NFL Network. Things are good at the house right now.
We're getting money, dog.
I'm gonna be
Getting
posting
money.
videos again soon. George is gonna be posting soon. Kylie,
My next video, guys, I just want to say is my 100th vlog.
wow, you've done 100.
Tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Sunday is my 100th vlog.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That
What
was
are you gonna do for that episode?
Can't tell you.
She's gonna kill all of
I
us.
just know that pranks are coming very soon in this household.
So you're pranking us. That's you just told us.
No, I'm actually not.
Oh, your 100th vlog is gonna be my birthday vlog.
Yes, it is.
That is the sweetest thing you've ever done
It
for
has
me.
nothing to do with you, though.
Oh,
That's so cute, actually.
that is
You
not
know.
the sweetest thing.
Let me just count the ways of how my ex-girlfriend did stuff for me.
Well, this is where we should probably end it. 'Cause it
Thank you for
ends
listening
there.
in, guys, to episode 9 of Livin Large. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop a like for George Janko's ex-girlfriend. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday on Livin Large.
Her Instagram is at